That's a good thing because it's kind of putting in a class. Okay. Okay. I am a student. Have her click I am a student again. Okay, so here's what I should see now. I should see this icon. I'm going to come over here. This is where we are. I should see this desk, this chair, chalkboard, and it says welcome to Google Classroom. And if you look up in the corner, you should see your email, your login. Do you guys see that? Raise your hand if you see your name in the corner. Good. Okay, so if you see your name in the corner, did I steal this from you? Okay, I'm going to give it back now. If you see your name in the corner with a plus sign, go ahead and click on that plus sign. After a while, we may come back to you. So watch this next step. Okay. So go up, up, up to the top of the page where you, after you click on I'm a student. Yours is still thinking, I think. Okay. And it's going to ask for a code, and here's your code. WAJ8GWV.
Double check the code one time before you click. Make sure you enter it correctly.
And then click join. Okay? You guys can kind of get some of the kids working too. Okay. Okay? Then click join. Give me a thumbs up if you were able to put in the code and click join. Okay, those of you with your thumbs up, if there's somebody by you that doesn't have their thumb up and you're sitting right by them, you might look over at their screen and just see if there's something you can do to help them. But it might just be that they're waiting, okay? So we're going to wait just 20 seconds quietly to get a couple other people logged in, and then we're going to go to the next step. Thank you. Nice job. Okay. Who is not, I just whacked Jacob and I almost got it on film too. Okay, so yours might just need a refresh in a minute. So just watch over here. Same with you. I want you watching this screen and then I'm going to come back and help you too. Okay, okay. Now, you should see a box right in the middle of your screen that talks about taking a tour. We're not going to take the tour because Mrs. Bromley and I are your tour guides today. Okay? So there's a little X in the top right-hand corner, and you're going to click on that because we are exiting out of the tour. Okay? Once you have done that, I want you to look my way. So I know you've exited out of the tour. Mrs. Bromley, your class is so well behaved. Their heads just whipped around.
I know.
They did such a great job. Okay, so there were 2 goals that we had today. We just accomplished one of them. And that was to get most of you, a couple of you we will be there, to get you in the Google Classroom. These steps we just did right now, we'll never have to do again. Okay? You know how when you guys go to get on the Chromebooks now, there's that little box and you just put in your password? So from now on, after you're logged into your Google account and you go to Google Classroom, you're going to see a little box. Mrs. Bromley, will you click on yours for us now?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? No, that middle tab. Okay? Okay. So from now on, when you go to Google Classroom, you'll see a box that has Mrs. Bromley's name on it. You just click on it, and you're in. You'll never have to put the code in again. As long as you're logged into your Google account, you'll never have to do all these steps. So that stuff's kind of frustrating, but we don't have to do it anymore. Okay? So now let's talk about the second thing we want to do. And if we have time, we might do a third. But if we do the second, then we call it good. Are you ready for the second thing? The second thing is you are all going to... According to this, we see that there are now 24 of you inside Mrs. Bromley's Google Classroom, I think, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to click on this assignment. So go ahead and click on that. It will open it up for you. It says open. So she's got a plus now, if one of you can help her. You may have to walk back to your mom's desk and get her. What do you need? Okay. So when you clicked on it, you might get a message saying, your assignment, on this page you can attach files, blah, blah, blah. Do X. It's trying to give you a tour again. Okay? So click on the assignment. On the assignment title. Don't click on turn in. Click on the title of the assignment. which is called the Year of the Boar, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't click on the blue button that says turn in. Just click on the title of the assignment. When you hover over it, you'll see it turns into a link. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you were able to open up the assignment. Because if you were, you're now an expert and you need to look to your left and right and help your neighbor if they're not there. Okay? Click on that title. It's loading. Yeah, yours is thinking. You're almost in. Okay. Let me see. You did. Okay, you need to click on that. Okay, you're leaning. Okay, I'm going to do that sound effect thing. Are you ready? Bump, ba-da-dum, bump. Once you click on the assignment, you need to click on the title of it one more time. You will have something like this on your screen. Does anybody have something like that on their screen yet? Raise your hand if you do. Okay. So from here, I see a bunch of computers thinking, and it's not on the screen yet. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give it a minute, and I'll check back in with you about the next step. Okay. It's a blank box. So, you toss your last up. About that answer really fast, and then flip back up.
Okay. So, boys and girls, for some reason, the document that's loading,
Jonathan, I can't see.
the document that's loading is the different one that's on my screen, so Mrs. Britton's fixing it. In the meantime, we will talk about what the question says. The question is going to ask you to think of 2 reasons why the September chapter that we just read in The Year of the Boar and Jackie Robinson, 2 reasons why that chapter is called Secrets. So while you have a minute, I would suggest that you flip open to your September chapter of In the Year and the Boar and start flipping through the pages to refresh your memory. What are 2 reasons why that chapter was called Secrets? 2 reasons gives you a clue. There were 2 secrets. What were they?
My arm hurts so bad. I'm tired.
Okay. I'm going to test this out on one. Can I test you? Okay, so we're going to test this out with just wait.
So 4th graders, be patient. We're fixing it. Just wait.
Fantastic.
No, it's a good one though.
Mine is done, but she has to see my gift that she put on.
Okay, bum. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to exit out of the document that you're staring at that's empty. Yeah, I want you to hit the little X in the top corner. Okay? I want you to exit out of all that. So you're just staring at your screen again. We're going to come back into Google Classroom. So Mrs. Bromley, you can drag your classroom back over here. Okay? So if you don't exit, unless you're not in, did you get into the classroom? Yeah. Exit out of the classroom. I want you back on the screensaver. Do you remember how I said I was hoping that we could do 3 things? So we're going to jump to 3 and come back to 2. How do you like that? Okay, so I'm going to show you another way to get in the classroom now that you guys have been in the classroom once. I want all of you, I'm looking at screensavers, which is what I wanted to see. Look at the bottom left-hand corner. Do you see those little boxes? Do you see them? Yeah. Click on it. Okay? Now, those little boxes, I can't get that up on the big screen. Those little boxes, my 5th graders, you're going to have to help. There's little blue bars at the bottom that move you from one group to another. And I think on the very last group, the Google Classroom is there.
I found it.
So click on the classroom. And then you should see Mrs. Bromley's name, and you can click on it to go into her classroom. See how fast we can get in now?
Way faster.
Yeah.
So click my name.
Now, you can go back into the assignment. I deleted the other one and we hung up a new one. So it should be fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, the year of the boar. You're going to open it. Click on Mrs. Bromley.
Click in the year of the boar right there.
Oops.
Click on the title of it again.
Click on in the year of the boar.
Yeah, and then you're going to click on the title. You'll click on the title again.
No, I already did.
Okay, now click on the title signing, Cody. See the title again. Okay.
Wait, I'll click on this. Oh,
It's
sorry.
11:10. It's time to go. It's time to go to lunch.
Okay, I'm going to do the sound effect. Bum, ba, dum, bum. Look at me. We did our 3 things. Okay? So we wanted to get in the classroom for the first time. You can look at that with that. Nod your head if you got in the Google Classroom. A couple of you technical difficulties, so we'll take care of you. Raise your hand if you were able to open up an assignment. Okay. Now, I'm just going to tell you one thing. If you look up at the top of your assignment, do you see, scroll up so you can see the top of your assignment. Scroll up, like you're not scrolled up. Scroll all the way up. 5th graders, make sure they're scrolled up. There is a button on there that I want to make sure you understand before we're done. Are you guys ready? The button says turn in. Don't click on it. Why do you think I don't want you clicking on that? Have you done your assignment yet?
No.
So when Mrs. Bromley hands you a piece of paper to fill out, do you like leave it all empty and just turn it into her? Is that how you turn it in?
No.
Raise your hand if you know when you think we should turn it in. When should we turn it in? Right now when it's empty? When should we turn it in? What do you think?
When we are done with the assignment.
When we're all done with the assignment. Can you come back in and work on it again and again until you're done? Yes. Do you nod your head if you know how to get in there now? Yeah, okay.
So, Mrs. Britton,
Yes.
I am not seeing the turn-in button.
It's up at the top by the blue share button. Okay, so I want you to do something for me though. Type your name on the document where it says name, just so you, and then exit out. Exit out of the whole Chromebook because we're done for today. Because Mrs. Bromley said we have like 4 minutes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Type your name by name.
If it's still loading, wait. If it's still loading, wait. Did you get a blank one? Or is it loading? You can just exit out. It'll be in there.
Do we press the sign out?
After you type
Do we press sign out?
All right. Okay. We're going to do a wrap up really fast because we're going to turn off our broadcast. So I just want to talk about a couple things. First, we logged into Google Classroom for the first time, right?
Yes.
What was the third thing we did? I jumped out of order. What was the third thing we did? Do you remember? Yes?
We X'd out all of the classroom thing, and then we went to our apps.
Yeah, your apps. Good job.
And we went to the third little line down here. Clicked on it, and then we clicked on the classroom.
Okay, so we got back into the classroom. So if Mrs. Bromley has you get the Chromebooks on a different day and says go into the Google Classroom, raise your hand if you think you know how to do that now. Okay, so you will go just to the apps, click on Classroom, you're in. So that first step, do we have to do that again, ever? No. That's why we came in and did help with that, because that one takes a little bit. Now the second thing we did was we opened something in the classroom. What did we open in the classroom? What did we open in the classroom? Yes, what did we open in the classroom? Okay, so an assignment called the Year of the Board. And then the final thing I want to talk about is what button do we not push yet? What button do we not push yet? Yes. Why?
Because you haven't finished your assignment.
Yeah, just like when you turn in something to Mrs. Bromley to score, when you turn it into her, you're telling her, I'm ready for you to score it. And once you turn it in, you can't type on it anymore, okay? Because it locks it, okay? Okay, so you are going to log off of your Chromebooks and shut them down for me. And do you have a silent reading book on your desk?
Yes.
So just start silent reading for a minute. Once we see everybody silent reading, we will know that it's time for the next thing. So it's going to start getting quiet here. Just exit out. It'll be fine. That's fine. You're fine. It'll be here for you next time. Okay, so you can end the broadcast. You can pause. Okay.